Picture this, your obstacles turning into mind-blowing opportunities with just a shift in your thinking. The question isn't if you'll get your desires. The question is, when will you start living as if they're already yours? What if I told you that it's not about what it is that you're doing, it's about how you're thinking about what it is that you're doing? Because remaining unbothered in a world that promotes self-hatred, self-loathing, isn't an act of defiance. It's actually an art form. So continue watching if you're ready to be truly unbothered and get anyone or anything that you desire. Your mind cannot hold two conflicting thoughts. For example, I'm a millionaire, I can't afford rent this month. The most dominant thought will win, which is why repetition will dissolve your disbelief. You cannot create something new from the same energy that created the very thing you're trying to uncreate. And life is a long game, but you want change in 17 seconds. But what about the next 75 years? Surely that's more important than trying to manifest a text by midnight tonight. And this is where the issue comes in, when you begin to need things, when you begin to desperately chase things. Because really think about it, sit there right now as you're watching this video on your device, whichever device you are blessed enough to have on the internet that you're very lucky to have access to, with the food in your fridge, with the roof over your head, with the clothes on your back. Think about where you're at right now. Everything is actually perfect. In this very moment, right now, of you relaxed, calm, watching this video, you need or want for anything. But when you start needing and wanting for that person and that thing and that money to come through right now, you are doing it from the same desperation that you're trying to escape. From the same wanting energy. To want something implies you do not have it yet. If you truly believe, somehow or some way I get what I want, does it matter when or how it's going to happen? All these tears, for who? All this stress, for what? Stop making out that this person is the center of the entire universe, is the last man or woman on earth. You are the center of the entire universe. You make them conform. The money conforms to you. The business conforms to you. The person conforms to your thoughts. If you don't believe that, that's where the anxiety comes from. It's never that person. It's never that thing. It's never the money. Stop affirming for outside of you and start affirming for the type of person that can hold and maintain beautiful things. Comment down below, I'm the type of person that can hold and maintain beautiful things. Because if you actually had what it is that you want right now, how would you be thinking, feeling, and acting? If you knew that money was easy to make, keep, and multiply, and there was always a divine surplus, how would you be feeling? If you knew that you are the undeniable chosen one, that nobody compares to you, that you are the only possible option, and there is nobody else on the planet for them but you, how would you be thinking? If you knew that your business is booming and everything you touch turns to gold, what would you be doing? Let me answer it. You'd be unbothered. You'd be calm, cool, collected, relaxed. Another good affirmation, I am relaxed, radiant, and wealthy. Comment down below. I am relaxed, radiant, and wealthy, because the energy of money is relaxed. It's extremely relaxed, extremely radiant, extremely wealthy. It's peaceful, right? But when you are frantically affirming, it's because you feel the disparity between the type of person that can hold and maintain beautiful things versus that manifestation.
Yeah, and I also feel that things that I repetitively think about or say, I'm able to manifest. This house, for example, I manifested this. I obsessively used to take my uncle's Audi, take a girl to Young and Eglinton, Silver City to the movies. And then I used to go tell her like, yo, you wanna go see where I'm gonna live one day? Because this is where I'm gonna live one day. And I used to drive these same 3 streets right here. A lot of those things I said, they may not have been the case at the time, but I did believe that they were possible.
When Drake went around that community and said, I'm gonna live here one day, did he say it like a wet fish? One day I'll live here. One day I'll get to be living in this community. Or did he say it with his chest, with complete audacity, with true conviction? He was already living in that community when he was driving around in his borrowed Audi, in his uncle's borrowed Audi. He was already living there in his mind. When he said it because he already knew, I've got the keys to this place. He wasn't saying it like, oh, I get what I want. I get what I want. No. He gets what he wants. Conviction, certainty, confidence, audacity. Like, you have to be audacious. You're not, for lack of a better phrase, a wet fish. Like, say it with your chest. You get what you want. And then remain in the peace and knowing that it's on its way. Like, what is there really to do in the middle of things? Like, genuinely, since I've started House of Vibrations, my relationship with money has changed so much. And before, I would buy whatever I want, whenever I want. I could afford it, so I would spend it, right? I have this amount of money, let's get rid of it. That's also the same poverty mentality that I'd been running away from since I was 12, right? You get the money, you want to get rid of it. Quick, I don't respect it, I don't deserve it, let me get rid of it. So even though you made a lot, you wanted to get rid of it. But now, when I see things, I no longer have this deep desire to get them, because I know that there is nothing on this planet, genuinely from the bottom of my heart, there is not one thing on this planet or one person on this planet that you could give me that would increase the fulfillment that I feel right now. I need or want for nothing. And that makes me a magnet for everything. But it also makes me extremely unbothered about what's going on, because I genuinely don't need anything. And that is nothing to do with what's in my bank accounts. That is nothing to do with who's in my life. That is nothing to do with what I have or the things that I own. It's everything to do with how I feel internally. And that's for free. That shit's for free. You don't need to pay for that. You don't need to beg anyone for that. You don't need to buy anything for that. It comes from within. It's not something that you can buy, actually. I don't know how you can buy that. Like, you know, it's self-created, and it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. The more fulfilled that you feel, the happier you become, the more magnetic you become, the more radiant you become, the more that people want to be around you, because you're just that girl, that guy. It's just who you are. So if you're obsessing about certain things going on in your life, with certain business deals, with work, with relationships, whatever is happening, ask yourself this question: do I want these thoughts and feelings to manifest? I'm pretty sure it's absolutely not. And so shift it there and then. You get to shift it. You get to decide, do I want this to manifest? Do I want this to get worse? Absolutely not. Shut it down so quickly. And just go on and do your loop affirmations. Honestly, when I'm doing my loop affirmations, I'm not even on this planet. I'm like, why would anybody else want to actually be so fully involved, so fully enveloped by their undesired circumstances, when they can just go and spend 10 minutes doing loop affirmations and be completely out of it and have such a peace and ease about what it is that they're creating? Once you actually stop feeling sorry for yourself, you'll be unbothered, and that is when you're a magnet for anyone or anything that you desire. So I trust this video helped you manifest. You're worthy, you're loved. I love you, and thank you.